I literally paid money to learn from an MIT PhD, a computer science professor who studies how the smartest people in the world learn and think. I was on a mission. I wanted to figure out how to study and learn faster. So I bought Cal Newport's book, Deep Work. And after many months of testing out what the guy was actually teaching in his book, I found 5 methods that actually work in real life. Here's what I learned from Mr. Cal Newport, the big dog in the game of productivity and getting things done. First and foremost, understand this. Deep work means giving one task your full, undivided attention. This means no phone, no tabs, no mental side quests. Deep work is about building real skills. It's about making real progress. So the opposite of deep work is what he calls shallow work. It's things like checking emails, making some quick updates. Those are things that look productive but doesn't actually contribute to making real progress. So Cal Newport made a simple formula to actually see if you are making progress or not. He says that high quality work equals time times intensity of focus. What most people do is that they add more time so they get higher quality of work. But what the smartest people in the world do is that they increase their intensity of focus. And that's the hard part, because everybody can work more hours, but it's very few who can increase their intensity of focus. So how can you do it? How can you increase your intensity of focus and do some deep work? Method 1. Schedule focus like it's a meeting. You will never find time to focus. You have to book time for focus. So block off time each day where nothing interrupts you. Start small, 1 45-minute block. And as your focus muscle grows, you can increase that time. And when you have that deep focus, when you have that deep work block, nothing should interrupt you. No checking messages, no phone, no notifications, no nothing. Just work. And every time you hold that boundary and you don't check your phone or notification, you train your brain that deep focus actually matters. Method 2. Shape your environment. Your environment can either work for you or against you. If you study the same place where you scroll and chill, your brain associates that space with distractions. If you can, choose a quiet place that you can only use for focused work. And over time, that environment, that particular space would become associated with deep work. It becomes like a mental trigger. Every time you sit down, you know that I do nothing here else but work. The third method is deadline equals focus. When you give yourself too much time, your brain gets distracted. When the clock is ticking, you lock in. You know that you have a deadline. So take a task that normally takes 3 hours and tell yourself, I'm gonna do this in 2 hours. And make like a reminder in Google Tasks or block it in your schedule. Say, this is gonna take me 2 hours. That little bit of pressure will get you into a flow state. And the flow state is a state where you are completely absorbed by work and the time concept disappears. Method 4. Every time you reach for your phone, the second that you're bored, you weaken your ability to focus. So Cal Newport says, let boredom happen. Expect it. It's something natural. So if you're waiting in line, don't scroll. Sitting on the train, don't scroll. Just sit there and embrace the process. Embrace boredom. Be comfortable with it. That slight discomfort that you are feeling in the moment is like your brain is lifting weights. If you can handle stillness for a couple minutes where nothing is happening, you can handle a couple of hours of studying. Method 5. The last and final. End your day with a shutdown ritual. Before you stop working or studying, spend 5 minutes wrapping up. List unfinished tasks, write down what you need to work on next time, and put it in your schedule. This will help your brain to actually rest instead of you having these unfinished tasks in your brain all the time. Deep work is not about more. It's about doing what actually matters. In a noisy world, focus is a rare superpower. If you practice these 5 methods, your intensity of focus will increase. Protect your time, shape your environment, train your focus, and actually shut down. You will learn faster, study faster, and get things done. And yeah, that's it. See you in another video.